Hi everyone, been down the bank again real early this morning, 7:30. I got $350 of Australian $2 coins, $20 of 20-cent pieces, $20 of 10-cent pieces, and $10 of 5-cent pieces. So we'll noodle through these and see what we can find today. So after checking that $10 of 5-cent pieces, which was 200 coins just in that little amount, I ended up with 7 coins here. Well, actually I've ended up with 6 coins because I won't be keeping this one. This is an example. So what I've got is 2016 changeover, nice, 4.3 million. Then I've got 2 1992 5-cent pieces, and these are the large SD variety 5 cents. Now I've got a video on the large SD, so I'll put that in the link so you can see the differences. But this one here has, this is a 1994, so the large SD you can get on the 1991, 1992, 1993, 1994. And the standard SD is the same on all of those here. So this one's a 1994. I didn't find a 1992 that didn't have large SDs. They were the only two in there, and they're both varieties. They both got extended SDs on here. So the S's, the top of them look like a cobra that's come out of the basket. That's the best way I can say. It's long, from the S coming up, it's long and stretched and then it goes over. Whereas this one's your standard S. This one's extended, it's dragged out, and the D is bigger as well. So they're not easy to find, and that's amazing. I got 2 1992s there together. The 1991 probably is one of the hardest to find. Anyway, I'll put a link in for these and you can have a look at the differences between a large SD variety and the standard SD. Over here I've got 3 2008 error coins, and as far as I'm concerned they're pre-struck error coins, and they've all got the inner rim on them. In these 3, the inner rim is all on the reverse side. There's nothing on the obverse side, and the 3 of these are really good examples. They've got a full 360 inner rim on all 3 of them. Lovely. So I'll do a close-up and show you them, and I'll also put a link in to a video I did, and I found the same error on the 1999 10 cents, and I've found the same errors on the 2008 20 cents. So I believe that they're pre-struck error, and I've done a run through of it, and I've made a little crude example of how I believe it was created prior to being struck, and see what you think. But I've racked my brain on how that has come about in there. But when you look up micro, like I've done on the video that I'll put the link to, you'll see the jaggedness of what's in there, and then I try and explain what I believe and how I believe that happened, because it's the only way I can think that it happened. But anyway, have a look at that video and I'll show them close up. But these are beautiful. They're full 360 inner rim, just like a mule, but they're not a mule. To me they're pre-struck, so that is before they minted that coin, so it was the planchet. So the planchet had an error. It's a planchet error. Anyway, look at that video and see what you think. So nice anyway. These two really good, hard to find, and got them in one hit. So nice. Okay, after checking that $350 of $2 coins and the $20 of 20 cents and the $20 of 10 cents, I've ended up keeping 7 10-cent pieces. There's 8 there, but this one's that one's an example, so I won't keep that one. 3 20-cent pieces, 1 $2, and I'd already kept 6 5-cent pieces. So in total, for everything, I'll be keeping 17 coins for a whopping $3.60. We'll start off over here, 1972, 12.5 mil. It's a high mintage. You don't come across too many, but the thing is, they're the lowest mintage underneath the 1985 at 2.5 million. And this is the ones that everyone collects. I keep a 71 now and then. There you go with them, 71, 72s. They're the next down. So anyway, 2 72 10-cent pieces. Really good score. The only coin out of $350 of $2 coins was this one, and it's a colour. And it's the first colour I've had for quite a while, and a good one at that. 2014 Remembrance, only 1.85 million. They're going for nice money. Green with the dove and the olive branch. Yeah, lovely coin. Good score. Can't complain about that one. Then here I've got a large head, 1999 10-cent piece, which is a really good score. They're roughly, I don't know, maybe 10 or 15 small head to a large head. It could be more. Same with the 1999 $2. It's how close the legend is to the rim. And so in the 10 cents you can see it easy. The legend sits right on it. Hardly any gap at all. And this one, the small head, has a nice, I don't know, maybe 0.6 of a mil gap or something. So very noticeable when the two together. I'll do a close-up of that. I'll show you a close-up of that one so you can see the difference there. And then to go with that, I got 2 2001 large head 10-cent piece. And these ones have the IRB, and there's a space between all of them. And that's the same as the $2 coin as well. And the standard head, which is this one, the I is spaced and the RB are joined. So there, you can see them pretty easy, but you've got to use the really close-up 10 times or the 20 times. 20 times is best, and you'll see the gaps. The gap between the R and the B are very small, so you do look down from this way and you'll see that there's a valley between the R and B. So yeah, nice. I'll show you a close-up of that one too. Then over here is 2 error coins, 1998, and it has pretty common CUD, not so much on the 98s though, but it's got a nice size CUD on the 0 just there, right in the corner. Weakest spot on the 10-cent piece, you get it on most years, you'll find that. I've got a bag of coins, I've just marked it 0 and 1 CUDs, because you get them on here too. And I've just piled it up, and there's all different years in there, so you can get them on all different years. But weak spot around that 0 all the way around there, and it has been forever. And same as the ones, weak spot up the edge here, and underneath is the main spots, and over this side. So that's all right, 98. Don't see too many of them. Usually it's the 2000s and upwards. Then 2008, and that one has a bit scarcer tail CUD. Again, the tail CUD's pretty common on 99s, 2000, 2001s. Mainly those 3 years are the most common. You get it on other years through, but they're the most common. If you want to look for one, look on the 99, 2000, 2001 to find the CUD right there in the tail. And they're always from the start up, but I've had them all the way full length up here with it breaking as it goes. If you count them up, maybe 7 or 8 CUDs just filling a whole trail up here. So you can get them all over the place in these feathers on the lyrebird, but they're mainly down here. So this one's a nice scarcer error, scarcer on that year, on the 2008. Again, you know, the 99 is probably the most prolific to find tail CUD errors. I'll show them up close. And then down the bottom for the 20-cent pieces, kept the 1971. That's 9 million. That's the one everyone has collected forever, because well, basically under the 85 again, same as the 10 cents, under the 1985, which is at 2.7 mil. These are the next lowest mintage at 9 million. So you got your 69 next with the 72, they're both equal at 16 million, and 68s, which everybody collects, and in the books they're worth the most money uncirculated, yet they made 40 million of them. So go figure that one. Yeah, so I've kept that with all the rest. Every 1971 I keep. They're the lowest. And you don't see too many of them, even though they're at 9 million. Then here, sticking with what I say, go out and get $20 worth of 20s, and you'll find yourself a 1981 3.5 claw Canadian minted Australian 20 cents, which is this one. And it has a flat planchet, curved base letters, turn it over, and every time that first claw there will be in half. I've got lots of videos on these, just look in the right up there. I'll put a link in so you can have a look. So yeah, nice, 1981. Then, piece de resistance has to be. I've never found one of these on a 20-cent piece. And what it is this is copper come through. So the copper's coming through. Metal composition, this is called. And on the back here, with metal compositions, the coins I've got that I've found always there, if it's on one side, it'll be on the other, which is a true case of when metals aren't mixed. You got to imagine it's not mixed right through there. You know, it's got swirls of copper through it, and all of the ones I've got show copper on both sides when it's a metal composition. And also when you put on angles and all that, you can see the copper all through it. There's other impurities in there, other metals for sure, but the top of that L and that I, I'll show you up close, and with the light on it, they're copper, straight out. Same as all through the hair. Being a mechanic and working with sheet metals and that, this planchet here has been punched out at the slurry end of a sheet that, well, quality control hasn't checked it. It hadn't been linish polished either. And all of that all over it is just all the top of the metal when it was raw finished. It hasn't been cleaned. And they obviously didn't check the planchets or the end of that sheet for quality control, and they got through. And it's been minted out. And so we got all the copper has all come through. 85% copper, 15% nickel. What has happened here, it's either more copper is gone into it, 90% or whatever, or it just hasn't mixed. The mixing bowl, your batters, it just hasn't mixed, and it becomes the slurry end. It'll be down in the corner where it's all washed down in there. It's all dirty, all this stuff's burned onto it because of the heat coming out of the furnace from making the sheet. They get linished, and this is misted. And of course the sheet, well, I don't know what they do when they find that on sheets, if they just don't mint out planchets from it, or they go through the planchets, or they cut it off, or they re-melt it again. I really don't know. But for whatever reason, it got out, and it shouldn't have got out. Very rare. 20 cents first time I found one, but very rare. Have a look to see if you can find anybody selling these. I can't. There was one about 2 months ago. It was a 10-cent piece, 1966 I think it was, 66, 69, and it was in half, and it was copper in half on both sides. So it was silver top and copper bottom. But it was real motley, didn't look very good, I must admit. And this one looks better. Anyway, and that one sold for $100. I saw that. So that went for 100. So that's very nice. I'll show that up close on the other side. This is another one that I found. This is a 10-cent piece. And that's a 2006. And you can see all the copper through there. If anyone's done sheet metal, they'll know what all that is. That's all the residue of the metal that's burnt on top of that sheet when it came out the furnace. And again, it wasn't cleaned, and they never cut it off. So it's minted on, and it's as shiny as a mirror. It's embedded in there, but all the copper's through there. Beautiful. Really nice, that one, 2006. And again, it's on the back. It always comes through on the other side, because it should. If it's not mixed well like that, it should be top to bottom. So it should come right through. That had all the slurry and everything on it. And then this one, which is a 2016, and it's a beautiful example. Seriously, it is. It looks excellent. It would have been like uncirculated, almost uncirculated. It's in that good a condition. And it looks dirty again because this one got a polish. You can see, because it's embedded in there, all the crap is gone off it. And it's through here. It's all through there, very lightly. All through it, right through there. It's all real light. Up here. Absolute beautiful coin. Beautiful example of a metal composition. So too much copper, or not mixed thoroughly. Well, it definitely hasn't been mixed. That's a definite. As to whether it's too much copper or not, it's just simply the right amount. It just didn't mix. But it's copper saturated. All the copper's come through. So that's real nice. That's 3 of them that I've now got. 206, 2016, 10 cent, and now in 1999, 20 cent. That's some good cash. They're rare. That's rare. They're rare for sure. Anyway, I'll do close-ups of that one. I've already got these two in headings for when I found them, so you can have a look at them. But I'll do a close-up of that one. But that's a really top example. Okay, that brings me to the end of another noodle. Thanks everybody for watching again, and until next time, bye bye.